Hi Aries, welcome, and this is your general scope for the month of April 2017. And if you did not watch my weekly tarot scope for the week of April 3rd, I talked about Mercury going retrograde, and so that's what's going to happen in the month of April. Mercury, if you're not familiar, Mercury is a sign, is the star, or is the planet of communication. And so things go array. Anything that has to do with communication will go array. And it begins April 9th and ends May 3rd. But the effects of it are 2 weeks prior, so it's 2 weeks before it starts and it lingers 2 weeks after it ends. So that's what goes on there. And so what happens is your computers will start acting up and getting all funky. Cell phones will be acting up, getting all funky. There's going to be a lot more miscommunications. There's a lot more arguments, disagreements, domestic disputes, and a lot more car accidents that happen on the road. So the effects are usually 3 to 4 weeks. So it is April 9th to May 3rd of 2017. So with that being said, just be careful with your words. Be careful how you think. And I forgot what sign it's in, and I don't know, because I'm not too familiar yet with other planets and how they affect. So I'm not going to go into detail about that. But as I get to understand these things a lot more better, this is just the meat and potatoes of Mercury being the planet of communication, and anything that has to do with communication will go array. And I've felt the effects when I was doing weekly reading or general scope, and I was having some issues and some problems. So that's that. But okay, so let's just get started with you, shall we? So this is for the month of April 2017. I changed my deck. I'm using the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck this time. I have to give my other one a rest and recharge. Not too bad. So we start off with, and I'm sorry, I should have put my phone on silent. I'll check that after. You guys are more important. With the 8, right? This is the 8 of coins, or 8 of pentacles. I don't know if you can see that. This is about, so you're going to be starting off the week, and like I say, each card does not necessarily represent the day of the week. It's energy, and it does flow. So, but this is about working diligently, working really hard. There's progress. This is about working on your talents and your skills, maybe some extra income that you're working on, but it's something that you've been working on for a long time. It's even talking about burning the midnight oil, so to say. So you could be working on something for a very long time. It could be a hobby, like I said, a talent or a skill that you've been working on that eventually will bring you benefits. And it could be financial benefits. Could be financial benefits, or maybe even giving you more time and more freedom to do other things. Okay, but you start off the week that way. Next card we have is the Page of Swords. And, you know, I haven't worked with these cards for a long time. A very long time. So I'm going to have to get used to them. They don't talk to me as well as my other deck, or even one of my other decks. So be patient with me. But you could be dealing with an immature person at the beginning of the week as well. This is a card of truth. It's also cutting through the bulhashi, and it's the beginnings of it. So you're kind of nipping things in the butt, or bun, or butt, or however you say that. Taking care of it as soon as it occurs. So if any bull starts coming towards you, you'll actually take care of that right away. But like I said, you could be dealing with an immature person at the beginning of the week, or this is about new beginnings as well. So maybe new beginnings to how you think and how you communicate. But like I said, be careful, the Mercury in retrograde. It's taking its effects already. And so watch how you think, watch what you say, to other people, or even how you react to how other people think or communicate with you. But it also could be a new beginning, like I said, to your 8 of coins here, with that diligent work that you've been working on, and you may be having to deal with the beginnings of how you're going to take off with that little project of yours as well. This could be also, you could be dealing with your own child or somebody else's child, but it is a new beginning of something, and I see it more of a connection to new beginnings with this project that you've been working on for a long time. I see that. It also could be news coming to you, fresh new news. Like I said, immature news. You don't have all the facts yet, but and could be related to that 8 of Pentacles there. Next card we have is the King of Swords. So working with mature energy here. It could be you maturing in the way you're thinking and communicating and how you're dealing with things. You could be in a powerful, or feel like you're in a powerful position at this time as well, in a very powerful status. Maybe you are a manager, a supervisor, or you're the head of your own business and you're taking care of things that way. This is a person that rules more in the head, so more logically than ruling in the heart. This is righteous energy as well. So if it's not a person, it is righteous energy that's flowing for you during this week. And this is about midweek, I say. It is truthful energy, so, and it's blunt as well. So very blunt, truthful, honest. It could be somebody who you go to for advice as well, because you trust this person so much, because they're so blunt, truthful, and honest with you, even though it hurts as well. So lots of stuff that could be going on with that. The next card we have is the Hierophant. And this is a strict structure. So could be your belief systems and how you deal with your beliefs. You don't bend, you don't budge. You kind of stand your ground in your belief system, and no one can sway you. So somebody may be trying to sway you in somewhat. Like I said, be careful, Mercury in retrograde. This is another like another sign that's telling you watch how you think and how you speak, but nobody can sway you. So it's probably how other people are communicating with you or thinking about you, and you just don't sway, you don't bend, you don't budge, because you're so strict and so structured in your belief systems. So it could be that going on. This could be also another person that who you go to for advice. This could be in more religious matters, spiritual matters, and you trust this person with that, because maybe you have some kind of question regarding a spiritual matter, and again, that's almost like your belief system, and so you don't sway, you don't budge, but you may be trying to get advice to where you think maybe a little bit more differently, but you're still strong in your stature and how you what you believe and what you think. So could be that going on. So but it could be church related as well, if you are one of those who do go to church, and with your beliefs and stuff like that. It is a powerful person. It's not quite like a ruler, but pretty close to it. So, but again, it could be relating, even like with the King of Swords, it could be relating to your boss, your supervisor, someone who gives you your duties. But I see it in a more spiritual manner. So if you're on a spiritual journey, then it makes a lot of sense that that's somebody who you go to for advice, or whom your mentor, so to say. Next card we have is the Death card. So it's a major arcana. You want to pay close attention to this. Major transformation going on for you, and that is around Friday, so the beginning of the weekend. Major transformation. It's something that is out of your control. Something needs to die, fall away. It could be one of your belief systems if you're going to the spiritual person for advice, and maybe you're letting go of some kind of belief and you're bringing in a new kind of belief, and it brings you to a more stronger and new beginnings in how you live your life. Almost like a breath of fresh air, but this is something that's just inevitable. So something needs to die, fall away, in order for you to move on to better things. So again, major arcana, you want to pay close attention to. So major transformation. And funny how it happens like at the beginning of the weekend as well. Maybe you could be having old friends. It's a spiritual thing too, where old friends kind of leave you and you're meeting new people, and it's more on your path, more of a match, more of a mesh for you. Your own tribe, you're coming into your own tribe and you're having a lot of fun with them, enjoying your time with them. So it could be something like that as well going on. Next card we have is another major arcana, and this is the World card. So you've come full circle, you've made your journey, come full circle. This is a card of success, this is a card of completion. So some kind of successful matter, and if it is your spiritual journey, then you've made your journey, you've completed your circle. New beginnings, so it's time for a new beginning, to move on with that. But could just be about anything in your life at this time, whatever is going on in your life. But in some part of your life, you've made a complete circle, you've made your complete journey. It is a card of completion, it is a card of success, it is in the upright position. Could be also a trip, a literal trip as well, somewhere. Doesn't have to necessarily be far away. It could be though, for probably a handful of you guys, but it could be your spiritual journey, like I said as well. So, but like I said, then again, it could be just about anything that you've come into a completion and successfully completed some kind of journey along your way. Last card we have, and this makes sense, it's like lands on a Sunday if you wanna be specific. But like I said, this is just energy, and it does flow with the Four of Swords. And this is about rest, relaxation, and recuperating. This is also a card of surgery. So if you have surgery, this is a time to recoup, rest, and relax. But this is also, like I said, maybe a Sunday card. It falls at the end of the weekend. And so it could be, you know, maybe you partied a little bit too much, now it's time, or just because it's a Sunday, the last day, then it's time to go to work, and so on and so forth. This is just, it's perfect for a Sunday card. Just rest, relaxation, recuperate, spending time with friends, family, just chilling out and relaxing. So it just makes sense that it falls on a Sunday. So let's kind of recap. You've been working on something for so long and so hard, and it is some sort of project that will bring you benefits. It is a card of progress. And it shows, you're showing some progress with that, but it's something that you've really been working on for a long time. And it soon will be bringing some benefits to you, because new beginnings, but maybe you get some news that regarding this sort of project of some sort. But it is a card of new beginnings, or you could be dealing with an immature person, or it could be a child, it could be your own child, or it could be a child of somebody else. But some kind of news. I feel it more of a news and a new beginning for you. And then we have this righteous energy coming through that could be you at this point in time, and it's a mature energy, and or it could be a boss, a supervisor, a team leader, helping you out, or this is a blunt person, a blunt and honest person. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a boss or a team leader, but it could be for some of you, maybe dealing with this is also somebody who maybe you go to for advice. But it is righteous energy, and there's truth involved in that. So you got two like truths coming in for you. So a lot of things when you're talking about the King of Swords. A lot of messages that does come in. This is a person who rules with the head rather than the heart, very logic. But like I said, just be careful of Mercury in retrograde, how you think and how you communicate to other people, and how you respond to other people, how they think and communicate with you. Then we have this really strict structure, that you don't sway, you don't bend, you don't budge. So you won't be swayed so easily this week. But But again, it could be a spiritual journey that you're going on. This is someone who you go to for spiritual advice. Then major transformation, something needs to die, fall away in order for you to move on and start a new beginning. And then we come full circle, a completion, a cycle has completed and it's successful. Could be a literal trip that you take as well. And then it's all about rest, relaxation, and recuperating. So I thank you for watching. I hope it does resonate with you and make sense with you. I hope it connected with you. If not, you always can go check your rising sign or moon sign as well to kind of see how that balances out if anything doesn't really make sense with this one. So again, watch that Mercury in retrograde. I wish you a fabulous month, and remember, it takes two to tarot, and I bid you aloha.